In this video, we are going to see the next topic: new routine and new rules. According to the company instruction, we are here. The East India Company going to start a new type of education. And up to the mid 19th century, the company was concerned primarily with the higher education. So there was we have seen that one in the starting. They said like that only in primary higher classes we want to teach in English, and primary classes they can learn in vernacular language. Like that was the policy of the government. So it allowed the local Padashala to function without much interference. After 1854, what is the specialty of 1854? The Woods Dispatch came to India. So the company decided to improve the system of vernacular education. So after the Woods Dispatch, the company decided to make changes in the this primary school education also, or vernacular school education also. Then it felt that this could be done by introducing order within the system, improving routine, establishing rules, and ensuring the regular inspection. How they can make the changes in the primary level education? First thing, they are saying like that, introducing order within the system. There should be one order. Then improving the routines. We want to make imposing some routine, making the attendance at admission, like that routine should impose. Then establishing rules, each and every school how they should function, what all things they want to teach, like the rules and regulations going to make. Ensuring the regular inspection in every, now also we know CBSE they are coming and inspecting our school, like that regular inspection should be there. Maybe in, twice in a year or thrice in a year they will come and check, like that inspection should be there. How was this to be done? What measures did the company undertake? It appointed a number of government pandits, each in charge of looking after 4 to 5 schools. First thing, they are making the pandits in charge of 4 to 5 schools. Each pandit will get 4 to 5 schools. They want to come and check. The task of pandits was to visit the Padashala and try and improve the standard of teaching. Then that pandits will come to each school and they want to give instruction how they can improve the level of the teaching and other things of that Padashalas. Then the task, each guru was asked to admit periodic reports and take classes according to the regular timetable, and then they given rules and regulations given, regular timetable given, syllabus given. According to that, gurus want to teach classes and they want to conduct the exams also, and they want to give a periodic report to the company. Then teaching was now to be based on the textbook, and learning was to be tested through a system of annual examination. Then company said like that, want to teach from textbook and they want to learn from textbook. At the same time, annual exam should conduct in every year. Students were asked to pay regular fees, attend regular classes, sit on fixed seats, and obey the new rules of the discipline. Then they are saying, with the help of pandits, what all things they are making the rules there in the schools. They want to, students want to, they want to pay the fees in regular way. Maybe in every month they want to pay, or once in a year. According to that, what system they made, according to that they want to pay a regular fees, not how much they can pay. So poor people don't want to pay and rich people want to pay. No, like not like that. They want to pay compulsory and regular. Then they want to attend classes also regular. If they are paying fees regular, they want to attend class also regular. Then they want to sit on a fixed seat. If it is child is sitting in 4th row and second seat, he or she want to sit and whole year in the same seat. Or when the guru is changing the place, up to that time they want to sit in the same and obey new rules of discipline. If they want to follow the rules and regulations which is given in the name of discipline. Then Padashalas which accepted the new rules were supported through government grant. Then the teacher gurus, those who was ready to accept the new model of education, they got the government grant to conduct the school. And those who were unwilling to work within the new system received no government support. That is sure, if they are not ready to accept the government rules, and they won't get any government support. Over time, gurus who wanted to retain their independent found it difficult to compete with the government aided and regular padashalas. The gurus, those who are not ready to accept the western education, and they were suffering. First of all, they can't compete with the regular schools what government started, and what the discipline or the rules and regulations like that things they can't adjust with the people, or that's why the gurus they were suffering. Then the new rules and routines was another consequence. In earlier system, children from poor peasant families had been able to go to padashalas since the timetable was flexible. The poor peasants family students, they was attending schools because the table was flexible. When the harvesting time or working time in the agriculture field, there won't be school afterwards, again the restarting of the school. So that poor people, they can't attend the school now. Since the discipline was a new system, demanded regular attendance even during the harvest time, when the children of the poor family had to work in the field. So the regularity of the regular attendance was must. So the poor family children, those who are helping their parents, they can't attend whenever they are free like that. Then inability to attend the school came to seen as indiscipline and evidence of the lack of desire to learn. The students, those who are not attending schools regularly, what was the interpretation of that one? It is indiscipline, as well as it is the showing the lack of their interest or desire to learn. Then agenda for a national education. Again, now we are having the new educational policy, National Education Policy 2020. So that is entirely different. What we are going to see, this is the East Indian Company. According to that, what they made education policy. Anyway, they made national education policy. British officials were not only people thinking about the education in India. From the early 19th century, many thinkers from different parts of India began to talk the need for a wider spread of education. Impressed with the development in Europe, some Indians felt that Western education would help modernize India. They argued the British to open more schools, colleges and universities and send more money on education. Then some of the Indian thinkers, or those who experience the development of European countries, then what they are saying like that the East India Company should start some of the schools, colleges and universities here, and maximum students want to get chance to study. Means not only in Bengal and Bihar, not in that area, everywhere in India, the East India Company should start their schools. They argued to British to open schools, more colleges, more universities and spend more money on education. Okay. You will read about some of the effort again in coming lesson, 9th lesson. Okay. There were other Indians, however, who reacted against the Western education. Mahatma Gandhi and Rabindranath Tagore was two such individuals. They are saying like that both of them disagree with the English education, because they know they understood, or already they went and study outside, so they understood what they are going to do. They are going to make the Indians as a sipahis or clerks in the office. They are not really thinking about the development of Indian, and the moral studies of Indian, it is entirely different. And Indian studies was holistic studies, means all the aspects the Guru was teaching, even cooking, how to keep the hygiene, how to make prayers and how to do agriculture. Everything was teaching by same Guru in same classroom. But the English education won't teach like that. The English education has enslaved us. Mahatma Gandhi argued that the colonial education created a sense of inferiority in the minds of the Indians. In Indians' mind, they given the inferiority feeling and superiority feeling, because they are saying like that Indian education is not at all good, and we want to study from Western education. Knowingly or unknowingly, we will feel like that we are inferior. It made them see Western civilization as superior and destroyed the pride they had in their own culture. So what we had, we was thinking like that our culture is best culture like that, and everything destroyed by Europeans. there were poison in this education, said Mahatma Gandhi. Gandhiji was saying like that English education really it is a poison. It was sinful and enslaved us. Now also we are feeling like that the Western things are better things, so we are becoming the slaves in front of them. Then in cast as evil spell on them, charmed by the West, appreciating everything that came from the West. Indians educated in these institutions began admiring British rule. Mahatma Gandhi wanted an education that could help Indians recover their sense of dignity and self-respect. Gandhiji is asking, we want to teach the students, or we want to start the education where the Indians will feel their self-respect or their dignity. During the national movement, he argued students to leave education institutions in order to show British that the Indians were no longer willing to be enslaved. We can see that in civil disobedience movement or non-cooperation movement, that time that we will study in higher classes, that time Indian students started to boycott in British school, and they said like that we don't want to study, or many workers they said we don't want to work with you like that. Then Mahatma Gandhi strongly felt that Indian language ought to be the medium of teaching. Education in English crippled Indians and distanced them from their own social surrounding and made them strangers in their own land. Speaking of a foreign tongue, dispersing local culture, the English educated did not know how to relate to the masses. The Gandhijis are totally opposing the English education, even though he went and studied in a outside country, European continent, and he became the barrister, and that's why he very clearly know about what is the attitude of the English people. So he is saying like that the English education made Indians as a handicapped, and we are becoming far away from in our own culture, even though we are living in our own land. And the Western education, Mahatma Gandhi said, focus on reading and writing rather than the oral knowledge. We was making the value education, oral knowledge like that things, it was disappeared from India. Nowadays very few area we can see students are not going to school, regular school, they are not attending, but they are becoming the excellent. Very few role models are there in front of us. I think in Tamil Nadu like that states it won't be there. In Kerala it is there like that. Some students still they are not attending or never attended classes outside the regular school, not written any exams, they don't have any certificate, but they are excellent in many areas in their life. Even they are going and teaching in universities, European universities, American universities. Then it valued textbook rather than life experience and the practical knowledge. We was thinking about we was teaching, our gurus was teaching the life experience, then at the same time practical knowledge. He argued that education ought to develop the person's mind and soul. Literacy or simply learning to read and write by itself did not count as education. Now also when we are thinking about literacy rate of each country or state, we are thinking like that the person could able to read and write and with understanding. If the person is able to write one person's name with understanding, first letter is this one, second letter is this one, like that, then we are counting as that person as a educated person. Then next one, people had to work with their hand, learn a craft and know how different things operated. Then Gandhi, not only Gandhiji, in Padashalas they was teaching like this. What they was doing, they was studying the things by doing experience. Nowadays again we are seeing that one, experiential learning and practical learning, like that nowadays we are hearing. The same concept Gandhiji said in many years before. Then people had to work with their hand, learn craft and know different things operated. For example, how to use the weapons that we want to learn, or how to use some of the machines that also we want to know. Like that everything we want to study and we want to learn it. This would develop their mind and their capacity to understand. So by experiential learning, we will become more capable person, more skilled person, like that Gandhiji is arguing. Then as nationalist sentiments spread, other thinkers also began thinking a system of national education which would be radically different from the setup by the British. Then we can see the other nationalists, many people with the encouragement of Gandhiji and some of other thinkers, they are also coming and they are also opposing the education system of the British people. Okay, we will continue in next video.